Welcome back to Eagles Primetime Live. The XTU Student Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Jim Sapala's Kia of Westchester and Kia of Coatesville.com. Always remember, Jim Sapala wants to see ya in a Kia.
We are back, Eagles Primetime Live. It's Doc Andy, there's Jason Kelsey, Todd Hermans of the Philadelphia Eagles, and our Student Athlete of the Week is here now.
Hey, Taylor Steck. Hi.
Hey, how's it going? What's up, Taylor?
Sorry, I was adjusting Taylor's headphones because everything just got really crazy in here. Are your ears okay right now?
Yep.
Okay.
All good.
Awesome.
What?
We have to take care of you and your ears. So, talk to us about you. Where do you go to school? What year are you? What do you do? What makes you a student athlete?
I go to Upper Dublin High School, which is in Fort Washington. I'm in 12th grade. I play volleyball.
Nice. And you brought everyone you know with you tonight.
Most of them, yeah.
That's awesome.
A lot of them.
Can you guys make some noise so that everyone in Radioland, many people are here? It's a lot.
Can you guys come every week?
Very fun. So tell us about you. So you play volleyball. Have you always been an athlete? Is this something you discovered in high school or what?
Yeah, well, since kindergarten, I've played like sports like soccer and t-ball and all those sports. But then my parents have always been into volleyball, like always. I would spend my summers with them on the sand courts. So it always was like in my life. And then when I was 10, I got to try out for club. And then since then, I haven't stopped.
That's awesome.
Got the bug.
Yeah. Okay, so you had some questions for our professional athletes.
Yeah, I wanted to know that in high school, did you ever think that you would go pro?
I will go first, and no.
Thank you, Todd.
I had no idea. Actually, in high school, I was really worried because I had no idea what I was going to be after I got done with high school. So I kind of went to college to delay that a little bit. And then, and lucky enough, I got put in the NFL to delay it even more. So I still don't know what I'm going to be at.
When you grow up?
I don't think that we ever talked to you guys about this. That's a really great question, Taylor. So when did you realize, Todd, that, gosh, like I might actually be able to do this for a living? Did someone tell you, hey, you're really this good?
Well, there was two players that were in the class above me in college, and they both ended up making it on teams in the NFL. And when they were getting looked at my school, some of the scouts were asking about me, and then they actually asked if I was going to leave early. Oh. And I kind of chuckled to myself, like, I don't even know if I'll leave late, you know? But then my coach kind of told me that they were all interested, and I was like, well, maybe that'll work.
Now, who were the other two guys who went to the NFL from your school?
Well, there's more than two, but those two specifically were Ruvel Martin and Glenn Martinez. You know, the regular household names.
Right.
Yeah, looking at Crockett for reaction.
So how excited were you then? Like when you found out that there were NFL scouts looking at you, were you like, Dad, this is so great? And he's like, get out of here. Nobody's looking at you.
I don't really remember because it was all like a process, and it, you know, I don't think I really made that big of a deal about it in case it didn't happen.
It's surprising because you're so emotional.
I know. I had to bury it deep down inside.
Right. All right, Jason. You're more emotional.
No, yeah, I'm super emotional. It's not always good. No, I think in high school it's still a dream. You know, you don't have a clue of what it takes to go pro yet. And it's kind of as you progress in your field or your sport, you start to realize how good you are, and you kind of get a gradual sense, like Todd is saying, of just playing in college and seeing guys who go playing against other guys and seeing how you fit against them. You know that it's a realization or a reality that you can make it.
Was there a point, with both of you, at one point in your life, you realized, hey, I can do this? You know, as far as on the pro level, like I'm going to fit right in here.
I don't remember like one instance. I remember the first time I ever took a pro snap. It was after a lockout, and we were doing. They just threw us out there first day against the starting defense, and my head was spinning, going all over the place. The game happened so much faster.
Right.
And then you kind of settle in after about a week. You get a little bit better, and then you kind of realize, for me, it was after the preseason that I could play in this league.
That's great.
Mine was my first mini camp. Because I never really went against that great of talent or big of guys or anything like that. So, that was the big question in my head, was how I would stack up with all the major Division I players and stuff like that were in the NFL. So after my first mini camp, I was like, yeah, I could do this.
What's it like when you walk out there, though, and you're a big guy, but guys you probably played against in a younger day were nowhere near your size, and then you see everybody Todd Harriman size out there. Is that like, okay?
Yeah, I'll bet it hurt a lot more. Like after that first day of minicamp, were you like, don't.
Yeah, it's like
this ain't college.
No. That's exactly what I did.
I knew it.
Do you have another question?
Yeah. Growing up, who was your favorite NFL team?
I was the Eagles, of course.
The only one to cheers for that. Thank you.
I was actually a Dallas Cowboys fan growing up.
It's terrible, dude. I don't know if I respect you as much now.
The only thing Philadelphians love more than the Eagles is hating the Cowboys.
All right, so I grew up in Michigan, and everybody was a Lions fan, and that was very depressing. And this was a time when the Cowboys were really, really good. And everybody that was a Lions fan was like hanging their head on how good Barry Sanders was. And I was like, well, I can get a good running back with the Cowboys too, and Super Bowls. So I was like, I'm a Cowboys fan, and I caught a lot of flack for it. But yeah.
Well,
as well you should have.
Yeah. I mean,
just think, Jason, whatever your answer is here cannot be anywhere near as bad as that.
Yeah.
You're going to be well received by the crowd, unless.
No, I grew up in Cleveland, so I was a Browns fan growing up.
Yeah.
And the team actually left right when I was, I think right when I was getting into middle school or into elementary school. The team went to Baltimore. So I kind of freelanced a little bit as a Steelers fan because I absolutely love Jerome Bettis. But the bus, yeah. So those two teams, I guess.
And Taylor, you got one more for us.
Yeah. What advice do you have for student athletes who want to take their sport to the next level?
I mean, that's a great question.
get good grades.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a reason the student comes first. You always want to make sure you secure that first. But, I mean, it's all about dedication and the amount of time and effort you put in, as with anything. You know, the more time you put in, the harder you work. Generally speaking, the more you're going to get out of your craft. So if you want to be an athlete and a student, you got to put in a lot of hours in both fields. But, you know, just working hard.
Nailed it.
Are there ways that you can get yourself noticed? Like, let's say that you've done that. You're working so hard. You know, Taylor's a senior in high school right now, and she's really working her tail off and being a really good volleyball player and stuff, obviously, and a very good student, which is why she's here tonight as our student athlete. So is there somewhere she should be looking to get people's attention to help her with a scholarship or to, help her get to that next level? Or is that just those people just come to you?
Well, you're asking two guys that really got that part wrong for the most part. Both of us were walk-ons coming out of high school. We didn't get scholarships. Or he got a Division 2 scholarship.
Yeah, D2.
But there's like recruiting camps and stuff like that, and I'm sure, and I'm not too familiar with volleyball,
I think
but they probably rank certain players
and stuff like that.
For me in particular, my coach at the time in high school didn't really have too many connections in with the Division 1 level, and I was a really raw athlete because I played so many different sports that I didn't have the strength and the basic needs to play football at a high level. So I really needed college to grow into that. So I didn't get looked at a lot coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I heard rumblings while I was in high school that you needed to go to all these big-time college, like, football camps and stuff and work out with their staff and stuff. And they'll like, oh, we really like this kid. Let's offer him a scholarship. It's basically like a tryout for college.
Went to a bunch of those.
And I didn't go to any of them, so it didn't work out for me. That might have been the secret, but I think they have those for all sports now, which are pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Taylor, are you looking at college yet?
Yeah, basically.
Scholarships?
Hopefully. I'm looking more for D2. Local, Westchester, Millersville, stuff like that.
Shippensburg.
Awesome.
Yeah, Shippensburg I did visit. Yeah.
Cool.
Do you know you want to study it?
PSAC.
Maybe education or psychology for children.
Cool.
That's awesome. Taylor. Well, Taylor, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck. And thank you, Taylor's fans.
Yeah.
We're all fantastic as well.
All right, we're going to be back in a few more minutes as we continue from Chickies and Pete's. It's Eagles Primetime Live. We have Todd Hermans, Jason Kelsey from the Eagles, and Doc and Andy on 92.5 XTU.
game day like
when you do get rattled, Chip talks about this all the time. I talked about it before last night in the game where if you do get rattled,